What would you attempt if nobody could watch you struggle? I really want you to think about that, because some of you are not afraid of failure. You fail privately all the time. You try a new recipe and ruin it. You attempt to fix something and make it worse. You sing when nobody is listening. You practice when nobody is watching, and none of that terrifies you. But the moment other people can see you, you freeze. Now you are worried about looking foolish. You are worried about what your family will say. You are worried about people laughing when the business does not work, the relationship falls apart, or the opportunity does not produce what you promised. So let us tell the truth. You are not afraid of the fall. You are afraid of the audience. All right, I learned something about embarrassment. It feels enormous when you are standing inside of it. But most people are not thinking about you nearly as much as you believe they are. They have their own bills, their own regrets, their own insecurities, their own 2 a.m. battles. And while you are losing sleep over what they might say, they have already moved on to the next thing. Meanwhile, you are allowing imaginary criticism to cancel a real assignment. You have to agree, that is too expensive. Peter stepped out of the boat and began walking on water. Yes, he sank. But there were 11 other men who never discovered whether they could walk at all. We criticize the man who sank while celebrating people who never stepped out. But at least Peter had a story. At least he experienced something outside the boat. At least his failure happened while moving toward Jesus. Some failures happen because you are careless, but other failures happen because you had enough faith to try something bigger than your current ability. Do not confuse the two. Here's the shift. Stop asking, what will people think if I fail? Ask instead, who might remain trapped if I never try? Your obedience may give somebody else permission to move. Your imperfect beginning may encourage a person who has been waiting for somebody honest enough to start before they feel ready. So take the class, record the video, submit the application, launch the idea, have the conversation. You do not need the crowd's permission to obey the instruction God placed in your heart. And should you stumble, learn. Should you fall, adjust. Should you become embarrassed, survive it. Because embarrassment will not destroy your purpose, but continually abandoning yourself might. Get out of the audience, step onto the field. You may not win the first time, but you cannot win a life you refuse to enter.